All right. All right. There we go. All right. We are live, ladies and gentlemen. We are live. Happy New Year, everybody. Happy 2026. Oh, my gosh. Oh, what a ride. Well, folks, here's hoping the New Year's will be better than last year. Oh, hopefully it'll be better for me and Dad. Oh. Before we start off, I must first apologize, everybody. I was going to do a lot of "Tis the Season to Be Scary" videos on my channel, but oh my gosh, my dad and I went to Thanksgiving dinner at my aunt's place, and either by my little cousins or somebody or some way, we got something. I don't know what it was. And once we got home, for the next 3 weeks, we were sick. And I mean, we felt terrible. Oh my gosh, we were just, ugh. We were coughing and snotting and snuffing and sneezing and the whole 9 yards. We felt terrible. And we've been that way for a long time. And then, after Christmas, Dad and I decided to get out and get some fresh air. And because that, I don't know what happened, but somehow, some way, we concocted a 24-hour virus. Yeah. He felt terrible and was drained, and I ended up puking my guts out. So, yeah, that was fun. The last few days and a week or so, oh man, we were just trying to recuperate. Oh, it has just been one thing after another. This has not been our holiday season. It's not, well, I say that. I mean, thank God we're both, I mean, it wasn't life threatening. You know, thank God we were both together. We could enjoy each other's company. Well, we could sit back and watch stuff at Christmas time. Oh, excuse me. I'm still coughing every once in a while. But yeah, I mean, it has just been one thing after another this holiday season. So that's one of the reasons why I've been so silent. We've been sick, man. Thank goodness we're starting to feel a little better, especially me. So, what we're going to do to celebrate the New Year's, we're going to get back into "Tis the Season to Be Scary," and we're going to watch some spooky videos. And some of these videos center around my home state, Oklahoma. So this is going to be personal for me. You know, I've actually seen in a few of these. One of them especially really creeped me out. Yeah. And in case you're wondering, yes, I'm wearing headphones. I actually got this as a Christmas gift over the holidays. Treated myself along with my new MP3 player, and I got me a headphone amplification unit. And I got these, and I'll tell you what, these sound great. They're nice little studio headphones. I may eventually change to a different camera later down the road, but for right now, this Logitech is doing its job. So, and I like my microphone. So, anywho, anywho, all right, let's kick off this season, this new year of "Tis the Season to Be Scary." Let's see what we can start with first. Uh, All right. We'll do Sir Spooks later. All right. You know what? We'll start with chills. We will start with chills. And if we've seen this already, my apologies. If this looks familiar, then I'll stop it and we'll watch something else. Okay, guys? And remember, I've got both monitors open so I can see here, and I've got my other monitor. So you want to say hello in the chat? I will acknowledge you. I'll pause the video and I'll acknowledge you. Say hi. Feel free to join the live chat and greet each other. Just be polite. Just be nice to each other. All right, guys. Here we go. This is the 15 scary ghost hunter videos that will make you believe. All right, you guys ready? Oh yeah, and links to these videos will be in the description box below as soon as the broadcast is over. So yeah, without further ado, away we go. Chills.
Number 15. Do you take this ghost bride to be your lawfully wedded wife? I don't. Published by Thiago Ferracão in April of 2022, this ghost hunter encountered a phantom bride that was forcibly married to her husband in this haunted church.
Ooh.
This is what happened. As they first enter the church, an unseen force slams the door shut and moves a wooden bench with great force, and then the fun begins.
Oh boy. Oh.
The bride is first seen as they are attempting to communicate with her using a spirit box. Watch the door carefully in the background. A pale figure passes slowly. The pair don't notice it.
Qual era o seu nome?
Later, as they're told to leave, they see the figure face to face. Once they're standing outside the church, the figure is seen standing at the altar. As Thiago walks toward the church doors, they're slammed shut in his face. After watching this scary video, would you say I do? Let me know in the comments.
Okay. Oh man, that was wild. That was wild. Okay, if that was fake, if that was a play that they did, a little horror short that they did instead of a ghost hunt, or a horror short and a ghost hunt, and it's supposed to be fake, bravo, bravo. That was one hell of a fake. But if it was real, then oh man. Oh. Alright, moving on.
Number 14. A ghost hunter named Zaphod Bebley Brox is at the Hill House Manor in Gainesville, Texas. When they get activity on their equipment,
what
the
the
rules of
what?
communication are 1 blink for yes and 2 blinks for no, but this spirit presses no many times over when asked if it is an older man.
Are you the male that just came back in here?
No, it's a little girl.
His partner thinks it must be one of the 2 children spirits known to roam this floor, and when they ask if it wants to play, first he uses the equipment to say no, and then he uses its actual voice. It even answers like a child, waiting until the adult says no before repeating him in a small sad voice.
Are you the little girl who's like to play jets? Can you say yes or no?
Thoughts?
No.
Ooh.
Judging by how she is in no mood to play, I'd say something bad must have happened to them. Something that's keeping them trapped with no release forever. Number 13.
Ooh, that's
Maddie and
creepy.
Elijah are ghost hunting with a guide named Aaron.
Okay, that was creepy. You know, I kind of want to believe ghost hunters like them because they're more like Taps used to be. They have the ghost hunting equipment, and every once in a while they'll catch EVPs. Now I could be wrong, but hey, you never know.
in an old asylum that has over 80 rooms of horror
She's
to
pretty.
investigate. Let's talk about this door. They think somebody scratched at it for hours, and I think
Oh
that's
my
what it looks
gosh.
like. But I seriously
Yeah, that
hope
is
it's
what it looks
termites.
like.
To support their theory, these scratches at 10 minutes and 55 seconds do look like someone took their nails to the wall.
Yeah. Let's look at that again. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it looks like someone did scratch on the door. Oh man. Now I'm with them. I'm hoping it's just termites. I'm just hoping it's termites, but yeah, it looks like somebody scratched the door. Oh my gosh.
Looks like, but I seriously hope it's termites. To
Well, maybe
support
the
their
Sioux.
theory, these scratches at 10 minutes and 55 seconds do look like someone took their nails to the wall
Yeah.
as well in a fit of madness. Later, they hear this distant moan. I definitely think this sounds like a person, but let me know if you can think of some other explanation.
So that's it.
What the did you hear that?
No?
So that's creepy, but what I want to talk about more than anything is what happens after Elijah makes the mistake of holding a haunted bridal doll. This crazy noise is the spirit's response to being asked what her name is. It sounds wicked and definitely like nothing I'd want to be in the same room as. Even Eric admits he has
Ooh.
never heard such a harsh EVP come from that doll before in all his experience as a tour guide, and he also says nobody has ever touched her before, so I think it's real. And as further proof, look what happens when the doll is asked if she's upset about being touched.
Are you mad that Elisha came in and touched the bride?
Judging by this paranormal ripple effect of negative energy caught on camera, I'd say yes, she was. Number 12.
Or maybe that might be somebody pulling the plushie with an invisible line. Then again, it might be paranormal. I don't know. I don't know.
Is the Spirit Hiding? Posted to the Ghosts subreddit by Leonardo DeFuzzy. This ghost hunter
Leonardo
is about to find
DeFuzzy.
out. After hearing noise in an adjacent room of this abandoned home, the ghost hunter ventures inside, and then this happens. Something is behind this locked door trying to get out.
Ooh.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق هذا كيف
The ghost hunter moves forward and pulls the door open, but there's nothing inside.
Of
He
course.
steps further in, and despite the fact that there's no one there, even more poltergeist activity happens.
You know, I don't care too much for the religion of the Arabians, but I tell you what, I gotta give it to them. They are badasses when it comes to ghost hunting. They're not afraid of anything. They're not afraid of anything, man. Oh man, they will chase that thing down. Whoo, man.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
Now that's a girly scream.
Scaring him out of the room. He returns only for the same thing to happen again.
ايش هذا حسبي الله ونعم الوكيل
That was a girly scream. Okay. He could have thrown that, or one of his buds could have thrown that. Then again, it could be poltergeist activity. I don't know. I'm not too sure. It could be something paranormal. Or like I said, he could have thrown it, or one of his buds could have thrown it. I don't know.
As many in the comments note, this video is from YouTuber Adventure Allah, and most agree that it's one of the most realistic hauntings they've seen.
I mean, yeah, it
Is
looks real.
or just all camera angles? Redditor NavInPerson has another theory. They wrote, it's just the house settling. I think we can all agree that the other explanation is a tad more exciting.
I don't think it's the house settling. Now, it might be a couple of Arabian ghost hunters having fun and bringing some excitement to their channel, but I don't think it's the house settling.
Number 11. When ghost hunters are distracted by EVPs, they might be missing the obvious right over their shoulder. Posted to the Chills Narrator subreddit, Alex Paranormal TV explains that when this occurred, they were receiving activity in that area via a K2 meter and spirit. He writes, "Keep in mind we check around to make sure the location is empty before investigation, and this place is in the middle of nowhere." The footage shows one of the investigators trying to communicate with the afterlife through the spirit box. As he asks the spirit and implores him to communicate, the man filming hears a bang. The other ghost hunter turns around to look over his shoulder, completely missing a full-figured shadow that crosses in the room beyond over his other shoulder. Is this the spirit these investigators are communicating with? If so, he's doing more than speaking. He's come for a visit. Number 10. The San Antonio
really
Cemetery
scary.
in Texas could be one of the
Oh, really scary. Let's see that again. I can't see it. Oh, there he is. Ooh. That could be someone in a black cloak. Then again, it could be a shadow figure.
Number 10. The San Antonio Cemetery in Texas could be one of the scariest places in the world to go exploring if this video is real.
Okay, that right there looks like a pair of red eyes looking at somebody. That's creepy. I'm probably sure it's just car headlights, but that looks like a pair of red eyes looking at somebody.
A ghost hunter from the Paranormal Journal stands in total darkness when some creepy things are caught on camera, and despite the lack of light, what he experiences is downright terrifying. His paranormal equipment detects movement, and then a single word crackles across the spirit box in an odd, staticky voice. He never shows us exactly where he positions.
Wow, I
the
can
motion
barely hear
detection
that.
equipment, so it could be detecting his movement or a gust of wind for all we know.
True.
But here's something weird. If you look closely, there is a strange phantom light at 29 seconds, the same moment that the motion detection alarm goes off, that soon fades away. I would say there's another investigator, but I think that he might have been exploring the haunted cemetery all alone that night. If so, I have no idea what this light is, and even if it was a member of his team, that still doesn't explain the odd voice moments later that says hello.
Yeah, that's the one thing. That's the one cardinal rule that a lot of ghost hunters need to abide by for their own safety. You know, Jason and Grant made it well known, and it needs to be well known to a lot of people. Nobody goes anywhere alone. You always need to have someone with you. And that's just common sense. Because, you know, there are other things out there that are more dangerous than the paranormal, like human beings, for example. Man is the most dangerous monster out there.
Number 9. Franco TV is one of the few ghost hunters I've come across who isn't afraid to investigate solo. In fact, he prefers it.
Well, you're an idiot.
The action and staying put is his style. Rarely does he run. On September 7th, 2018, Franco TV goes to an abandoned house that's way out in the Florida forest.
Well, kudos to you, my man, but, you need to have someone with you for your own sake, unless you're armed.
I can't tell you the exact location, but I can tell you the name, the Edison House.
Well, I mean, if it's Florida, he's probably armed.
What's inside leaves him a sweat-soaked mess. The address is so secret that he had to track down some of the previous owners to find it, and since no one can stand living here for more than a few months, there were plenty of previous owners to choose from. It was accidentally built over a gravesite, according to them.
Oh, well,
That's all they will say,
wonderful.
because it's so cursed that just talking about it could possibly bring about years of misfortune. None of this concerns Franco enough to keep him from going inside.
Of course
Through the
not.
condemned door is a trashed interior that fills the investigator with the type of dread that burns stronger with every step. Everything about it feels off and wrong in a way he can't explain.
Okay, that's a little creepy.
That is so weird.
That's
Past
weird.
the crumbling kitchen is a small kid's room that feels colder than the rest of the house. And as he's reading but not adhering to the simple instructions on the wall,
Get out.
Ooh.
he hears the giggle of a child. The laughter comes from behind him, practically in his ear, and
Yeah, but is it a child? Or is it something worse?
he turns against a wall with a mysterious red stain that looks like it's squirted out of someone's neck.
Ew.
Across from him, this witch-like face appears against the window. It's most visible at approximately 3 minutes and 12 seconds. Eyes and
Ew.
all. Undeterred, he goes to where it was standing and looks inside the room he was just in. As he's doing this, the same face now regards him through a crack in the doorway at 3 minutes and 40 seconds. It doesn't look like it's part of the door, but I guess it could be. The upstairs is cramped and uncomfortably hot. Down the hall is a red handprint that could belong to a child, except it's too high up on the wall. Perhaps they were struggling with someone, trying not to be carried into this room. As Franco stares into the room, dozens of comments point out this figure staring back out at him from within the closet, just like the far wall says. I couldn't really see anything at first, but when I did, I suddenly wished I didn't try so hard. Something's there. Franco doesn't spend much time in this room because he gets an especially
I couldn't see
bad
anything.
feeling. But one thing I noticed was this jet black spirit orb float up towards him and disappear. That's not a bug. The anxiety he gets
Ooh.
from the second floor is a little too much, even for him. And look what happens when he goes back downstairs.
I'm hearing all sorts of noises everywhere, and I don't have no cover at all, and I'm in the middle of the forest. So, that's kind of like one of the reasons why it's going to be a little bit weird for me. Because I just...
Ooh.
This just so happens to be one of the only times he films behind him, so maybe this part is set up. Anyway, this was back when a supernatural challenge called Charlie Charlie was popular, and so he decides to play around before calling it quits. He sets up 2 pencils and waits for the ghost to respond.
Is there anyone in this house right now? Is there anyone that's
Ooh.
I don't know about you, but I see no string.
I don't see any string either.
Do you wish me to leave this area?
I'd say that's a big yes.
A closer look under the light at 9 minutes and 17 seconds shows that nothing is tied around the pencil at all.
No.
He follows its advice and goes outside.
Well, yeah, considering the fact that you look at that, you know, I mean, the light is casting the shadow of the 2 pencils. You would, one way or another, you would see the shadow of a string, and you don't. You don't.
By now, Franco is soaked in sweat and still hearing movements that I don't think he's making up because they sound too far away, deeper in the forest.
And from there... From there, I'm gonna head home. After that, I'm done. I gotta get out of here.
Part of him wants to leave, but he knows he has to explore the surrounding property because it's where more spirits roam around their unmarked graves. While staring out into the wilderness, he hears them.
What the is that?
It's not traffic because there's no roads out here, and exactly 2 seconds later it's accompanied by a voice warning him never to return.
Holy
Advice that Franco TV
Hey, get
decides
outta
to
here.
take as he walks away from the Edison house with the blank, horrified stare of a man who has been shown far too much.
Yeah, hey, get out of here. I don't think that was a ghost. I think that was someone who keeps watch over the house. And you saw it, and you saw him walking around. And yeah, he yelled at him, "Hey, get out of here!" Yeah.
Number 8. Submitted to the Chills Narrator subreddit by Hunting the Haunted, this ghost hunter captured something startling after sitting in the Devil's Chair, which is an urban legend that is likely dated back to ancient folklore. It's a statue of a chair or bench found in graveyards. Let's watch his submission.
Wasn't even planning on stopping by until I seen that it was really close to us. So I figured I'd stop and check it out. Yeah, they said that, he sat in this chair.
I can clearly hear a sad moan. Is something in this graveyard upset with his choice to sit in the Devil's Chair? I think he should leave before things escalate. Number 7.
Yeah, I did hear that. Now, that might have been just the wind, but in a lot of ways, I don't know. I doubt that. I think he caught it on a ghost moan.
A group of ghost hunters called PXTV go deep in the Wombwell Woods, a haunted forest in the UK where many people sadly go to take their lives.
Oh,
they split up
man.
to cover maximum ground, and one of them, Steve, finds a spot he deems suitable to begin an EVP session.
I mean, why would you do that to yourself? Why the hell would you do that to yourself? Go into a deep wooded area to take your life. Japan has a haunted wooded area like that, where countless people have taken their lives. It's absolutely appalling. If you're going into the woods, don't go in the woods to try and take your life. If go into the woods to observe the beauty around you, indulge your soul. Let your soul indulge in the tranquility around you, the peacefulness, the sounds of the animals, the chirping of the birds and all. Just the chirping of the crickets or the noise of the insects or all, just be warned, if it all stops, yeah, there's something stalking you. And it's probably a predator. Like a big cat or a bear or something like that. But if you're going to go to the woods, don't go to the woods as to take your life. Go to the woods to enjoy the woods, to enlighten yourself, to find yourself, to better your soul, your mind, and your body. Suicide is the most selfish way to go, guys. Please don't ever do that. Don't ever do that, please. You are too important. You matter too much. You may not think it, but you matter. Each and every one of us matters. We weren't born onto this earth randomly. Everyone is born with a purpose. Remember that. You're too important to just go somewhere and just end it all there. So, that's my 2 cents for the day.
which stands for Electronic Voice Phenomenon.
EVP.
He sets up his EVP box and asks any spirits nearby to make a light go on. When it does, he asks for 2 lights, but gets this verbal warning instead.
Can you make 2 lights light up? Ovulus has just said run.
But something descends upon Steve before he gets a chance to do as told. I didn't exactly see anything, but Steve says that he was pushed out of the way by something nearby, and when he looks at his EVP box, the translator displays the word run written in all capitals. I'm not sure if there's any way to tamper with these devices and make them say pre-programmed messages or not, but assuming this video
sure they
really is
can.
unaltered, then the evidence is all right there to see. Number 6.
True.
The Southern Air.
I mean, yeah, if they wanted to tamper with it, if you wanted to program it to say random things, they could. No, they'll just. But, you just got to keep an open mind about things. I don't know.
Arizona Ghost and Paranormal Society teams up with fellow ghost hunters, the Mission Creeps, to investigate the ever-so-haunted Oliver House in Bisbee, Arizona. 26 people are said to have lost their lives here over the years, the most famous being a man named Nat Anderson, whose wife disposed of him with 2 rounds after learning of an affair. Now gathered in the historic bedroom of the Oliver House, they call upon Nat Anderson and possibly get a response.
Somebody told us that Nat Anderson was here. Is Nat still here?
No.
This is one of the clearest paranormal voices I've ever heard. It sounds distinct, yet in the same room as them. I'm wondering if this was edited in, and I'm especially looking for the opinion of any sound technicians. Here it is one more time. Maybe it's just me, but I'm detecting a hint of sarcasm in the voice, so maybe it was Nat Anderson being funny by saying he wasn't there, or maybe it was a different ghost who is tired of this question altogether. Number 5. On 3830 McMahon Road.
Man, yeah, that's why you don't meddle too much with the dead. Alright, let's go back here.
Number 5. On 3830 McMahon Road sits a lone white house which at first glance looks rather unassuming, but is actually a source of otherworldly evil. A place so foul that not even 2 separate exorcisms could fully cleanse its walls. Over 800 Native Americans are said to have lost their lives in the surrounding hills against federal forces, many of whom are thought to be buried under the Hinsdale House, fueling its foundations with anger. And that's just the beginning. Sometime in the 1800s, 2 outlaw brothers used this New York property as their sick trophy room. They would go after stagecoaches and left behind no witnesses. The bodies were mostly kept in the attic or left in the basement without a care. Outside, more lives were taken over the years at a pond, and also at an old tree at just the right height for a rope, which was later struck by lightning. Nowadays, the heavily haunted Hinsdale House has become a location for ghost hunters like John and Amanda of Elevated Vlogs to explore whatever secrets lie within. John and Amanda are amateur ghost hunters without much paranormal experience, so their reactions are about as raw as it gets. Their night begins with a tour from the house's current owner, a man named Daniel Clays, who spared this house from getting demolished in 2015. He seems to have formed a truce with the spirits in return for saving them. The way he talks about his experiences, the more activity their camera catches around him.
There's definitely something that's sinister, maybe darker, that comes out once in a while. But your best thing is to just ignore it and move on and go do something else. We're just standing in the kitchen and we had a camera on ourselves and they were talking about the exorcism this, exorcism that. And
Daniel leaves them to explore the house on their own.
And just kind of do a little explore before we sit down anywhere. And
Did you hear that?
They also hear this noise, the sound someone makes with a hand over their mouth.
But he said he has experienced somewhat of something dark here. Experience.
They enter the room of Mary Dandy, the youngest daughter of a family who lived here during the 1970s, and find bugs on their backs, legs up, an odd characteristic that the room has become known for. An entity has attached itself here, something foul enough to attract flies and send them lifelessly to the floor without its presence. Or maybe these flies were placed here by Daniel to fool John and Amanda.
That's true.
Either way, the activity only seems to increase ever since standing in Mary's room. I think something runs ahead of them down the stairs into the basement. Maybe the final steps of someone trying to get away during a terrible event.
Most people that check this place out will come with a team.
Oh yeah, I'll go down first so you can show them this really cool.
Did you hear that?
What was that?
And when they try to communicate with it, a scared little girl's voice comes across the airwaves.
Are you okay with us staying here tonight?
They decide to head back into Mary's room. Again, their spirit box picks up the same crying girl as before.
Are you okay with us being in this room? Can we sit here?
And this is the third time they pick up her voice. Definitely the same girl the whole time.
Are we safe?
She's following them from room to room, and maybe behind her is the sinister force that Daniel warned them to stay away from. They decided to check out the attic before they get too scared. Remember what I said about the attic earlier?
Oh yeah.
John feels a strong hand wrap his arm to pull him forward, followed by a supernatural confirmation from a gruff male voice.
Dude, I'm not even playing, man.
Did someone touch John's arm?
Like, no lie, it felt like there was just something
Dude, that's
yeah.
yeah.
They flee downstairs to regroup and find they can no longer leave. Something's outside.
John.
Oh my god.
I literally heard something outside. I'm not even messing around.
Dude.
Did you hear that, dude?
No, I know. It sounded like metal tinging.
I don't hear it, but I do see it. Look again, it's a ghost caught on live stream. And even though I didn't hear it earlier, I do hear chains rattling during this part when they get closer to the door.
What's that noise?
There's nothing left to do but wait it out in the Hinsdale house. After a night of fitful sleep, they decide to explore the hillside before getting out of there fast. They're still afraid from yesterday's events, but it's their job as paranormal investigators to keep going no matter what. So with their spirit box out, they wander into the woods. Within minutes, they record a voice. I hear 3 words. I need help.
I need help.
Oh!
Then they hear a familiar voice, the same one responsible for grabbing John's arm in the attic.
We're coming into the darker part of the woods here. Would somebody like to speak with us?
Oh!
Yep.
What's the long
Definitely
one?
male voice.
And this part is either Amanda's voice edited in, or else somebody is humming a creepy tune right next to John. The forest is dark and cold. I agree with John that this is a different language.
We're in the middle of the woods. There's no electrical.
They come to a part of the woods that's particularly eerie for no reason at all. It's just a feeling they both have. That's when they realize the reason for their fears could not be directly underfoot.
Did you die here?
The thought of communicating with the other side has always made me uneasy, but speaking with someone while standing on their unmarked grave, as elevated vlogs seem to have done, takes that uneasiness to a whole other level. Number 4.
Did you die here?
Excuse me.
The thought of communicating with the other side has always made me uneasy, but speaking with someone while standing on their unmarked grave, as elevated vlogs seem to have done,
oh,
takes
dude,
that
don't do
uneasiness
that.
to a whole other level.
Well, you know, that's why my mom made me promise those 2 things to her. She said, son, whatever you do, don't ever, ever mess with the Ouija board. And 2, if you ever decide to go ghost hunting, when you do EVP work, you better be damn sure you're ready to hear what's on that recording. Because you never know.
Number 4. These ghost hunters in Texas capture a rare paranormal sighting on their night vision camera. I'm willing to bet you didn't see this on the first try.
Oh,
So I'll
man,
tell
that's
you
hard
where
to
look.
see.
Check out the grassy section.
Yeah.
You'll see a small black ball cross the road.
Yeah. We got us a
We
crate.
don't see anything else for a while.
We
And
got
then
us a
the strange
critter.
black dot comes back only to disappear again. I was thinking it could be some kind of wildlife until it literally vanishes from sight, which
Ooh.
obviously no living creature should be able to do.
Are you aiming down that way?
Mm-hmm.
Something across the room. You see that little light thing with that reflector on the left?
Number 3.
Well, that was creepy. No way that's an animal. That's a ghost.
Julie, Kelly, Emily, and Liz are the ghost moms, a paranormal
Ghost moms. Okay, well, all right.
investigation team from Kansas who are mothers by day and ghost hunters by night.
Oh, man. Kansas. A state not too far from my own.
The team has a unique ghost hunting style that I've never seen before. Aside from bringing a variety of equipment, they also use positivity and a motherly appeal that makes the paranormal feel comfortable enough to communicate with them. Tonight they're extra scared though, because the ghost moms are exploring an abandoned haunted prison at the Missouri State Penitentiary, a place where their motherly charm is not particularly useful.
Probably
As they peer
not.
down a long dark hallway, scary ghost noises beckon them from within.
It's really scary not being able to see anything but through the camera.
I bet. Okay, that's
Here it is again with
creepy.
the sound up, the supposed creepy voice caught on tape. It could be a ghost EVP, or it could be something else like a bat flying away. It's hard to say which. They set up motion detecting paranormal equipment in the area where they heard the noise and apparently are able to convince a ghost to come out of its cell.
Can you touch that ball? Oh, will I touch the light if you live here? Oh, thank you. Hey, let go.
Oh my gosh.
A scary, loud noise from another cell demands their attention, and so they place a music box on the floor to see if anything is there.
Why is it speeding up? It's speeding up. It's not stopping.
He's really strange.
It's really weird.
They are scared because somebody has to be turning the handle to make the music play faster. And as you can see, none of the ghost hunters are near the
No, they're
object.
not.
It goes faster by itself.
Ooh.
Why is it doing that?
That's creepy.
Oh, the REM pod's going off, Julie.
Oh.
That just went off.
Their equipment detects a ghost in the hallway when none of them are anywhere nearby. So that's bizarre to say the least, if not paranormal. Maybe it was a rat running by, but I think we
Maybe.
all know it was probably a spirit. After the ghost moms split
True.
up to go exploring each haunted prison cell for more paranormal
Oh, now what-
evidence,
girl-
one of
ladies,
them
why would you
hears
do
what
that?
They think is a scary whispering voice, followed by a fit of laughter. Was it an EVP, or was it one of her fellow ghost hunters?
Here it is.
Number 2.
Ooh. It might have been one of our fellow ghost numbers. Why would they do that? I mean, for content value, I mean, maybe, but
Supposedly, a little girl saw 2 ghosts. Looks like a creepy little house. They say it's really haunted.
A team of ghost hunters
Hmm.
investigate recent paranormal activity at the Craig house where a ghost sighting has left a little girl really creeped out. Her mother suspects the house is haunted.
So, what do you think it is? Do you think it's
Probably ghost.
The Craig family was not surprised when their daughter had a ghost sighting, because they've all experienced paranormal activity too. Weird things like the dial on their radio moving on its own, unexplainable noises in the basement, and scary voices whispering hello. But this time, the paranormal activity has gone too far by scaring their innocent daughter, and so the ghost hunters are called to investigate. They set up paranormal equipment in the haunted basement to see what kind of supernatural evidence they can capture on video. When nothing is caught on tape, the ghost hunters begin to doubt anything paranormal is down here, and so they challenge the ghost to reveal itself on camera.
Make something move off these shelves. You little...
No objects fall off the shelf, but apparently 3 minutes later a mysterious EVP is caught on camera when the ghost hunters are exploring the entrance to a room under the stairs. Keep in mind that paranormal equipment has been dormant for 25 minutes until they come across this hidden room, which appears to be empty, and when they open it, all of their equipment mysteriously turns off and needs to be restarted.
Ooh.
So I think they've let out something paranormal. As ghost hunters, it is their job to replicate the results.
Or they may have accidentally
so
turned it
provide
off.
the best paranormal evidence possible, which in this case means standing outside of the small space and taunting the ghost some more.
Bring it to me. I'm going inside this little room. Demonic. Heaven or... Bring it to me. Let's see it.
Okay. If there's one thing you should never do, it's this. Don't provoke a ghost. And don't provoke a spirit. Especially if that's a demonic spirit. Oh boy. Idiots. Battery's dead, isn't it?
Steady EVP does not stop until they take the batteries out, which I think were probably being drained fast. Judging from the weird sounds it makes, the ghost hunting equipment is being pushed past its limits and struggles to keep up with the paranormal energy surrounding it. Later, their EVP session takes them inside the closet of the girl's basement playroom, where she had a ghost sighting. He calls the ghost a coward for not properly showing itself, and...
Coward is what you are.
If you look behind him, an object seemingly moves on its own, or maybe he hooks it with his finger. It's kind of hard to say.
Did you not see it move by itself?
Yeah, but it's gotta be better than that. I gotta see it move by itself.
You still don't believe?
Not really.
Either way, this is probably one of the few videos I've ever seen where the ghost hunters argue about whether this scary moment is paranormal or fake. So let's help them figure it out. I think it was probably real because earlier he did at some point ask the ghost to move an object to prove it was real. What is going on here? There must be a story to explain what is happening here. What's interesting about this image is the horror it showcases.
Yeah.
I'd be staying far away from this thing, and that's a promise.
Yeah, that's a big 10-4, Jack. Though I get the feeling it's probably photoshopped, or it's probably from a horror movie.
This image is currently trending in the Hindi-speaking YouTube community. I came across it on a popular YouTube channel that creates content in this language, and I wanted to share it with you. It's a great example of how unique elements of horror can be found all around the world, each with its own twist. So, what do you think is going on here? And more importantly, do you think it's real or just a clever effect?
I think it's an effect from a horror movie.
Let me know down in the comments. I've got it.
Alright. Alright. Well, we made it through, almost made it through this. Yep. Be sure and if you like what you see, hit the like button, subscribe to this channel. And if you like what you see so far on mine, be sure to hit that follow button. Be sure to hit that follow button on my channel and like and subscribe. If you're curious about what I do and upload, I mean, I'm going to do my best to upload more videos now that I'm feeling better, but we'll have to see. All right, guys, let's get back to it.
find out. Number 1. Here's a vintage ghost video taken back when most people did not know how to edit anything at all. A ghost hunter travels to an abandoned house in Virginia on a road in the woods with no streetlights and no neighbors. A CCTV system is set up, which looks old-fashioned by today's standards but was state-of-the-art back in 2002, and at 8:13 at night, this pale ghost in the window is caught on camera. The ghost in the window is not the investigator. He's standing behind the camera adjusting it at the time. According to him, this window is 7 feet off the ground with no way for anyone to get up there in the first place. I was thinking it was a passing car, but he says the street was quiet as always, so maybe it was an apparition after all.
It might have been. It might have been. All right, guys. We got through chills. Oops, hang on. We got through chills. I'll tell you what, we'll do goose pimples next. Right now, I'm getting hungry, so I'll tell you what, we'll I can't believe I can't pause this, but it would be nice if you could. Tell you what, right now, I'm going to end the video right here. Nobody's in chat anyway, so well, I'm not surprised. So I'll tell you what, we'll get back to it in just a few minutes. I'm getting hungry. I'm going to ask my dad if he's getting hungry, and I'll fix us something to eat. And we'll come back, and we'll get back to it. All right, guys? All right. I'll see you in a little bit.